Good morning, everyone. Before we get started in today's video, I'd like to give a huge shout out and a thank you to a viewer who sent in a new pair of waders. This is incredible. Thank you very much. All right, so right now we're at here at a different beaver dam. In here behind all these bushes or branches, whatever, just build up debris. There's a dam that runs like this, something like that. I'm not really sure about the outline, but we have our brush cutter today. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take it, then cut this area, reveal that dam, and then go downstream. There's another dam there. We're also going to open that one up. All right, so this is kind of a really small entrance, but at least we have kind of a better visual and easier access to this dam. So last time we came here, it was a little bit rougher in terms of getting a visual of it. But as you can see, here's the dam. This one's not that big. It's not that tall, but it's in a very nice area, right where, you know, it's super hard to get to. And you kind of look over there, you can see all that buildup and stuff. Just, you know, it keeps getting thicker and thicker. We moved up about maybe 100-200 feet, and I think there should be a dam somewhere right around here. I don't know, between these trees and between those trees. It's kind of the guess, I'm not sure. Okay, so we more or less got a little trail cleared out. Problem here is, as we'll see in a second, is that we have a log from an old fallen tree that probably rotted, and I didn't do too much looking around just yet. Whoa. Gotta be careful. Okay, this is not solid, but it seems our waterfall sound is coming from over there and not from the ditch. So that's kind of a plot twist right there. And this area is super thick. I don't know, maybe I can raise it up, the camera. Let me get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, because I have no idea. No idea what's going on. It might be that just this log right here is really blocking everything. And I'm feeling that the log I'm standing right now just cracked. So I'm gonna take stuff off of it. So we're back here at the dam. And by the beavers, there's been an attempt to have it rebuilt. But looking at how the water level over here is a little lower, it might be that they didn't get to those other dams. So we'll have to remove these again today. So once again, this dam has been rebuilt. One of the cool things is though, is that you can really tell where we dug out that trench. So they didn't have time to fill in the trench or anything. They just patched up the dam a little bit, and it filled up pretty fast, I guess. So I guess today, yeah, we're just gonna focus on removing dams. But there's a little bit of a plot twist. Look at this. it doesn't seem that they've made any attempt to do any work on this one. So that's a good sign for us. I don't know if I'll touch this one right now. Yeah, we'll touch this one. We'll widen it out, make it a little deeper, dig out the trench, and then maybe someday we'll cut through all that and see what we can find in there. That's kind of interesting. I got it wider now, let's get it deeper. really soft. So we got that channel dug a little deeper. We did widen it. We didn't really dig down the deeper part where we widened it, dig that part deeper, but we did focus on trenching out the channel a little more. I removed some of the debris in the front, and I removed some of the debris in the back, and I can kind of see the steady flow, specifically in the channel mainly. You can kind of tell like where all the sediment, yeah, right there, yeah, that's noticeable. Right there, that's where the channel is flowing. So that thing's a lot deeper now. I think, you know, every single dam is an experience. Every single time we come back here and they rebuild something, it's an experience for us. The fact that they didn't, the fact they didn't rebuild this one tells me that going wider is also a key, because when the dam, I'll show you on the other dam. So this dam is a really good example of going wider. One of the things that happens is that when we just focus on kind of creating a deeper trench, it's a lot easier for them to patch up. And when it's easier for them to patch up, all they have to do is just quickly build it up, clog it up again, and then it's fine. But when it's wider, when the channels, or yeah, when the dam, the initial breach is a lot wider, kind of like what we have happening over at that dam, they can only create kind of like a small dam on the very bottom, and it holds back a lot less water. In this case, you know, since it's still pretty narrow, they have, you know, a lot less they need to clog up. They just need to shove some branches in here, and that's kind of it. But today we're going to try to dismantle this part right here on this side, and then make it a little deeper. Yeah. Yeah, look at how strong it's pouring now. So now the channel is a lot wider. We didn't really manage to dig it out a little bit, but we did make it wider. That initial trench is still there, except it kind of ends right here, so we're gonna have to start, we'll excavate this part a little bit more, widen this part out, kind of remove this angle right here, or this little peninsula type of chunk, and then it should make this flow a lot smoother, especially with the opening of that trench. So some of the people have been saying in the comments, some of the viewers mentioning that, you know, it's a no-win situation. But the thing is that with beavers, it's persistency. You have to do it consistently. My problem is that I don't have a big excavator. I can't just come in here, you know, grab this all in one thing and just kind of like, hey, that's it, we're done. So this is something that we have to do consistently, and you know, it's entertainment for somebody, you know, it's work for somebody else. For me, you know, I like doing this. Sometimes it does kind of get a little unentertaining, but that's fine. It's part of the life, you know. You have to do sometimes you have to do repetitive things constantly. job starts right about here. I'm doing this kind of loud.
So I have no idea what kind of, backstory this area has, but one thing I am noticing is that as I'm going, so the original dam kind of started right here, but as I'm going farther and farther down along this bank, I'm noticing that there's a lot of pieces of wood that the beavers have put in. So either, there's been other dams here before and maybe somebody did come out here and remove them, or, something happened. But along here, along this bank, you see a lot of pieces of wood sticking out, like right there, there's a little tiny piece. And that's very interesting because that means this dam is, super wide, super wide. It's long, but it's also super wide. And that part is really interesting to me. The fact that we started right here and then, we're still going. And then there's still signs of, beaver activity built up in all this dirt and all this canary grass. Now, right now you can make out the channel, or the gorge, if you want to call it that. It's a lot cleaner right now with the right lighting. Let's walk over here a little bit. Yeah, and then right there, right about where that stick is sticking out, it drops be about another foot. So I guess tomorrow when we come back, you know, if it'll be rebuilt again, we're just gonna go probably another foot wider and then another foot deeper. And then hopefully next week it's supposed to be a lot sunnier. So, or yeah, next week it's supposed to be sunny. So I'll probably come out here and do some brush cutting, cut all this grass, try to move it if the water level keeps dropping. It's like right now, basically, this seems like these areas right here are holes. That's where I'm throwing all the debris. I'm not trying to throw it on top of the solid surface. I'm trying to throw it in the holes. Interesting. I think I just had an idea. Maybe when I come up and clean all this grass up, maybe we'll see, you know, if there are branches that are hidden in the grass, and they'll kind of give us a little idea of, you know, whether the beavers have been here or not. Because I'm looking at this part right here, kind of see how, yeah, it drops. Maybe it drops. Might be that this entire thing right here is just part of the dam. So there's gonna be a lot to break apart. But yeah, water level slowly dropping. I'll probably pull out this piece of fence post too soon, because, you know, it's acting like some strong reinforcement. That thing probably has like another 4 feet on it too. So the beaver dam probably goes all the way right here too. That's crazy. Wow, this is exciting. And then we also want to cut up all of this too, so I can move more and more of this back. that. Wow. Alright, so once again, the battery's almost dead, so we have to start wrapping this video up. I dug out the trench right there. It's not as deep, but it's still doing its job. As we got more towards the center, specifically right here, we really got a bunch of branches and stuff popping out from the old foundation, I guess from the start of the dam. And then right there, there's something weird happening right there. There's like a little turn that's occurring in the ditch, the flow. We'll open that up too. The asphalt got clogged up. That'll help to relieve water faster. Because there's a lot of branches and stuff built up right here. We'll eventually have to get to too. There we go. That's a lot better. Should strip anything out. You know, the water should. Yeah, I can see it popping out right there, right behind that grass. Hard to tell, but okay, that's going. And yeah, look at that. It's dropping slowly and slowly and slowly. All right, so that is a conclusion for today's video. Once again, it was the same 3 dams, but every single time we came back, we did a little bit more work, and it seems that the water level is dropping even more and more and more. What's interesting is that right now, I'm looking at that bank right there, right behind that tree. I can see water drizzling from the surface into the ditch. That's pretty cool. Kind of like same thing what's happening right here. So water is still flowing out right now, which is awesome. That's the entire point of doing this, to get the water flowing and get all this area relieved. I think tomorrow we'll probably come back, I'll probably rebuild again, but I won't focus as much on those other dams. I'll probably just open them up if they're dammed up again, but I really want to focus on digging up this entire area. You see how I have a beautiful kind of like clean area to work with? I really want to start taking this and breaking it apart and moving it back, so the ditch is kind of back to its original length. We'll probably end up cleaning up some of this stuff too. So tomorrow will be like specifically this area, because without this, with this area still being high, I have a lot of water over in that area. That dam we brush cleared to today, yeah, the one that we cleared a little trail to, that one's still pretty deep in the water. So we need to get this area drained right here, this one specifically. So I'll take a little bit more time and do a lot more work here and clean this thing up. So that's all the time I have for today. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like. Thank you for everyone's comments on the previous video. That actually helped me out a lot. So big shout out to you, big like to you. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. God bless. Bye. Hey guys, so we're back here several hours later. I wanted to come by and see what kind of difference the area is experiencing, or the area is experiencing. Just kind of see what happened in general. It looks like my trench kind of runs short. Right there, it kind of goes, and then it stops. So that's something I'll have to focus on tomorrow too, cleaning that up. But I don't remember what this area initially looked like, so I'll just say it dropped a couple. Actually, yeah. This part right here, that was all in the water, and now it kind of dropped, so maybe like an inch in the past couple of hours. That's cool. And this is the dam in the middle. I wouldn't say it's a huge change, but that trench is really doing its job. Tomorrow, depending on what happens when we come back, if we have the opportunity to come back, I'll probably just try to, well, I'll do the same exact thing. Probably just try to trench it out from this point. But yeah, look at that. It's nice. This thing's getting lower and lower and lower and lower. The amount of water flowing out. It's pretty good too. Nice. So up here at this dam, one thing I noticed is, look at that, there's an old fence post right here. It's a piece of metal, and then there's a piece right there too. I think that might be the same piece maybe, but something broke it off. No idea what, but you know, when you snap a piece of metal that's like that, that's pretty crazy. So it must have been something big. Over here, yeah, this part's kind of starting to show where we need to do a little touch up. Right here specifically, this little portion right here, you can see that gray sand. We could probably remove that huge hump, but trench wise, this trench is actually super wide and super narrow. This is probably the best one I've dug, so that's awesome. And this is where all of the water is flowing into. So this is the culvert pipe area. I've showed it like a couple of days ago in one of the past videos. But yeah, you have water flowing out from this side of the tracks, from the ditches and, you know, creek, whatever what's going on over there, and it's flowing into here, all the excess. And then all the water that's coming from over there, I guess it starts right here and then it's flowing down there, downstream, and it goes all the way down there. But I'll have to remove this little blockage right here sometime too. Maybe tomorrow I'll do that, or I'll just wait until the water drops. So yeah, lots of stuff, lots of projects.